What's up, everyone? This is a Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. Last time, we finished off the epilogue, managed to catch the culprit of what was turning everyone into kind of munchies as well. Mochi-obsessed zombies. We then took a bit of a detour and managed to catch a lot of Pokemon. And I mean, a lot of Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon. In case you missed it, I am uploading a separate video with all of the different Pokemon that I have caught. Basically, so then that way you guys see which Pokemon I have focused on in order to do what we're doing today. In case you're wondering what my current Pokedex is looking like, that's for Kitakami, for whatever that's worth. We have 150, which is what we need to do Piran's Quest. In the process, we've also got 52 that are available in Blueberry Academy. In this episode, we are going to start Piran's Quest. But before we do that, I was told that there is something that we can do, and that is to head on over to the Crystal Pool. I heard that there is a sort of little story event that occurs if you head over to the Crystal Pool with Terapagos. Okay, so we are here. Maybe Terapagos has to be out? Maybe. Maybe we head over... Oh, here we are. Well now, this is a curious development. Have I somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time? And who are you? Professor? Have we met? If so, I'm sorry, but I don't seem to recall it. I'm Professor Sada. I research Pokemon in Area Zero. And yet... What? This Pokemon? Is this the Winged King? Yeah, this is Koraidon. Is that right? So its name is Koraidon. That's a good name. From the clues you've already let slip, I suppose I would have to conclude, from your perspective, I must have come from the past. Though, of course, the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. Perhaps this meeting is nothing more than a fleeting miracle. Why don't we exchange as much useful data as we can in what little time that fate has gifted us? So this is the actual Professor Sada. Though, she said that there could be stuff with, like, space-time, so maybe, like, the Sada from Violet? Or maybe it is just the past. I don't know. Space-time gets freaky, especially with Pokemon. Is there anything you would like to ask me? Do you have any idea why you're here? I don't precisely know the cause. I was analyzing some recent data in my secret lab one moment, and the next I was standing here before you. Perhaps this is the influence of the crystal Pokemon that lies dormant in that place. Or perhaps the cause lies with you and I. Is there anything else you'd wish to ask me? What are you studying now? I'm researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. It sounds fantastical, no doubt, but I am drafting plans now for a machine that may achieve it. No! You see, this book captured my imagination when I read it as a child, and has never let go. But progress has been slow and beset by failures. I haven't left my lab in quite some time now. I desperately hope that I might glean some new insight from this conversation, so I can finally make some progress and return home. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? How's your family doing? Oh, you even wish to know about my private life? I do have a family. A son. He's probably at home right now. Well, no, I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever and wherever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Now let us trade places in this exchange. I'd say the time has come for my own questions. What is this place? It doesn't appear to be anywhere in Paldea. You're right. This isn't Paldea. This is the land of Kitakami by the Unova region. So we're at Kitakami's crystal pool, huh? I remember reading about it in certain texts. It's said to be a place where water wells up from the ground, imbued with terrestrial energy. It would seem I have been shifted quite far in both space and time. My next question, then. That Pokemon you have, the Winged King, Koraidon. Tell me more about it. Well, I found it collapsed on a beach, and it's never left my side ever since. Did you really? Then I wonder whence it came, and how it happened to arrive at that beach. Though it appears you don't know much about the creature's exact origins yourself. That book you have there. I don't recognize its cover. What is it? The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero? Would you let me see it for just a moment? Sure. Descriptions of the Area Zero underdepths. And a record of Terapagos' awakening! Who is this Briar to have written such a work? Technically true, but more importantly, she's a descendant of the great explorer Heath. Now isn't that something? A descendant of the author of the original Scarlet book. Exploration runs in the family, I see. At any rate, that is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. I assume this means our time is near its end. I wish I could spend longer getting to know the Winged King, but I must hurry. That book, I imagine it must be quite valuable. It wouldn't feel right for me to claim it without offering you any recompense. In exchange, then, though I'd hate to part with something so precious to me, would you consider trading me that book for my copy of the Scarlet book? Sure. I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this chance to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. This is where we part, fellow adventurer and winged king. How lucky we were to meet across space and time. I bid you adieu. And just like that, she's gone. And suddenly we are booted to the title screen. Although it's different. Sunset with the Scarlet book right there. I guess that means the true journey has ended. The final bit of closure. And a meeting with the true Professor Sada. And suddenly I'm back in the dorm. Yeah, I'm not gonna end the episode with only 12 minutes and a bunch of just Pokedex. Oh. Oh, actually, with how much additional Pokedex stuff I've done, I wonder if Jacques does have something for us. Well, it's worth checking in on him. Ah, hello, Destro. I see you've already registered 100 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex for me. Oh, wow. Little Pokemon, big Pokemon. Oh, you have data on Pokemon of this specific size? Oh, so much data. So much to analyze. Sorry about that. Got a little excited there. Oh, my Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace thanks to your efforts. Here, take these. Consider it my way of saying thanks. Ooh, 20 Ultra Balls. That'll help when we have to do this whole mess of grinding Pokemon again. You're natural at this Pokemon catching thing, aren't you, Destro? For your next goal, let's aim for 200 species. I know that's a tall order, but keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Okay. That is very much a tall order. Nothing more that we can really do here. So I suppose, first off, I'm gonna get Cody back in the party. And second, I'm gonna meet you guys back in Kitakami. Alright. So now that we're back in Mosui Town, let's actually do Piran's quests now. Now that we finally have enough Pokemon registered, we can actually begin this little side adventure. Oh, hey kiddo! Wait, don't tell me. You actually caught over 150 Pokemon from the Kitakami Pokedex? Oh, now I know you're the real deal. Yeah, took a bit, but got there in the end. Pretty impressive. You must really be something special, kiddo. You probably know more about the Pokemon here in Kitakami than I do, and I got here first. Which reminds me, got a favor to ask you, see? A real Pokemon catching pro like you is just what I need. What kind of favor? Ooh, did I tickle your curiosity? Glad you don't seem afraid to poke your head into new things. In that case, let me tell you what I'm all about. The reason I came here to Kitakami was actually to find a certain Pokemon and photograph it. I've been searching on my own for ages, but I still haven't found it. So, kiddo, words, Growlithe going. So, kiddo, how about doing me a solid by helping me with my search? I'd owe you forever. Rumor has it that the Pokemon I'm looking for is pretty ferociously strong. Just think, you could catch it and bring it along on your adventures. Wouldn't that be helpful? That enough to pique your interest? If so, I'll need you to prove you're strong enough to help. If we're really gonna partner up on this thing, then I want to know you're cut out for it. That, and I want to get a good shot of you looking all heroic and everything. We got a battle? Yup. Well, Cody is my lowest level Pokemon at 96. So I think we'll be fine. Okay, kiddo. Time for me to take a perfect shot. At your confidence, that is. Ready to show me what you got? Sure thing. Yes! Then let's put a bit of distance between us. Enough to keep my shots in focus. Not so strong, but don't hold back. And don't mind me snapping a few shots while we're at it. Alright, so now we finally get a chance to battle Piran. Her first Pokemon is a Noctowl. Okay, interesting start. I was expecting all Hisuian Pokemon. Give me a nice heroic expression, would you? Take a real good shot if you do. Level 68? Okay, wasn't that kind of the start where we needed to be? It's definitely the start of where we needed to be for... No, actually, I think that was kind of where we needed to end in Kitakami. I think 70 was about where we needed to start it in Blueberry. Well, you know what? This is going to be super easy. With almost a 30 level difference. Yeah, this is going to be very easy. And last is Leafeon. How about a new challenger? This one won't be easy to beat. Au contraire. Just use Thrash. And just like that, down goes Leafeon. Only a 2-turn Thrash. Ah, well. That's all we needed. Now that's a keeper. You're something, alright. Got a bunch of good shots of you in action, too. I think you just might have what it takes to hold your own against the Bloodmoon Beast. Bloodmoon Beast? That the Pokemon you're after? Yeah, there's a certain Ursaluna I've been searching for. It's known as the Bloodmoon Beast. Have you ever heard of Ursaluna? Word is, they weren't all that uncommon a long time ago. See, Ursaluna is a Pokemon that usually has this big yellow mark on its forehead, resembling a full moon. But they say this one's mark is red. A red moon, as if seen through a veil of blood. That's why they call it the Bloodmoon Beast. This Ursaluna, the Bloodmoon Beast, used to live in my homeland way back when people still called the region Hisui. Seems like it crossed over the waters here to Kitakami at some point and made itself comfy. If the two of us work together, I bet we could be the ones to finally find and snap a shot of it. And if we do... Kiddo! No, not Kiddo. Partner. Let's tackle this together so we can find the Bloodmoon Beast for sure. Sure, I'm game. I knew you'd be up for it. Don't worry, I'll be sure to reward your hard work. Word has it the Bloodmoon Beast has seen an area northeast of Oni Mountain called the Timeless Woods. Ah, there we go. That's finally a use for that area. It's for Piran's quest. I'll head that way now and wait for you there. Come on, Growlithe. And just like that, it started raining. Okay, so, I guess we just head on over... Oh, that's the Ogre Alson minigame. Yeah, also, I'm not going to be doing the Ogre House and stuff. I know that there's a reward for doing so, but yeah, I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Ogre Houston's fun. I'm not going to grind for it, though. Okay. So, all we gotta do is head around north-ish. We can do that. We can get to the Timeless Woods pretty easily. All I gotta do is just fly over here. And there are the woods right over there. Shouldn't be too bad to get over there. Kind of want to keep a little bit low to the ground just in case. Like, I know we're towards the end of the game and I really shouldn't be too focused on, oh, what about any additional shiny Pokemon? Because, you know, we're at the end here. And definitely not going to be able to use any shiny Pokemon. But, you know, I just want to get any shiny Pokemon I can. You can't say no to shiny Pokemon. I also am trying to keep an eye out for any additional items. A lot of those evolutions that I did took out a lot of my both XP candies and my rare candies. I can never tell with Greedent. Never can tell what the shiny form is, but at least we found her, as well as a freaking vibrating Poliwhirl. Good, yeah, just like that. Okay, now give me cute. You don't want to ruin a photographer while they're in the zone. Yes, look at you, you clever thing. Lovely. Hey, Growlithe. Now hold that pose for just a sec. Yes, that's my little cutie pie. Should we just wait, Growlithe? Wow, look at you! I didn't even know you could pull off that kind of expression. Oh, so photogenic. You're just too adorable, you know that? I could eat you right up. Oh my gosh, this is just gonna keep going, isn't it? What's this? An extra serving of cuteness just for me? Oh, don't mind if I do. More. I need more. Someone give me some extra storage and a napkin too. This is getting weird. Oh, hey partner, you made it. How long have you been standing there? You weren't, listening in on all that stuff Nope, don't want to know. Forget I asked. Anyway, it's right around this part of the forest where people have supposedly seen the Bloodmoon beast. Curiously, all the sightings have been on nights with heavy fog. Spoopy. In fact, I've heard that all kinds of unusual Pokemon appear on foggy nights. I'm sure the Bloodmoon beast is one of them. It's gotta be. Oh, is that my little cutie pie back for another photo shoot? Oh, it's an Ariados. Ah! Ow! 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 Yeah, I'm not gonna let Growlithe handle this alone. Besides, it's just an Ariados. Oh no! An Ariados. So scary. I could catch this Ariados if I really wanted to. And it's down. You know, I kind of wonder, is that Ariados shiny locked? It'd be funny if it wasn't. Ah, that really surprised me. My camera's okay, though. Thanks, partner. And thanks to you too, of course. I feel a bit bad for that Ariados. Probably wasn't expecting to see humans out here. I bet I only attacked because it was a surprise. We should set up a tent. I'll let the Pokemon know we're here and help them get used to us. It's a little shaman tent! That's so cute! Okay, well, the Ariados is taken care of. She may be old, but she's still a fine tent, eh? It's actually my dad's, but he wasn't using it, so I just helped myself to it. Say hello to our new base of operations for our survey of the Bloodmoon beast. Now, the Bloodmoon beast is way more wary than an ordinary Pokemon. That's why there have been so few sightings. Or so they say. That means we're gonna need to do some slow and steady groundwork if we want to find it. So, partner, what I'm going to need your help with most is photographing Pokemon. I want you to take photos of the Pokemon that appear around here on foggy nights. I'm looking for lots of pictures of a good variety of Pokemon. Afterward, I'll register your photo data to my handy Pokemon searcher. Over time, that'll train you to ignore any sign of other Pokemon that live around here. Clearing all that noise will help us pinpoint exactly where the Bloodmoon beast is. So, take pictures of Pokemon that will help filter out where the location is. Got it. Oh, you actually understood that? I was just rattling off what the manual said. I picked this thing up at a thrift shop. Don't really understand how it's supposed to work. Yeah, but my preliminary survey makes me think there are actually dozens of Pokemon species that tend to show up around the forest on foggy nights. We can split the load, so how about you try and snap photos of 10 species of Pokemon for me? How about it, partner? If we tackle this together, I'm sure we'll find the Bloodmoon beast. Oh, and we're looking for clear photos that get the Pokemon nice and big in the frame. You want to sneak up on foot and get close to them. No riding on big, noisy Pokemon. Think you're ready? Just say the word. Once you're good, we can set up the tent and wait for a foggy night. Alright, so basically, you gotta sneak up and you can't use Koraidon. Well, that seems simple enough. Looks like this is about as good as it's gonna get. Alright, partner, get out there and survey. Begin survey. Okay. So, we gotta find 10 Pokemon species. I think that's a Pseudo-Wudo in there. Okay, well, I can't actually be crouched. That's the imitation Pokemon Pseudo-Wudo. It's real easy to mistake it for a tree in this fog. This is great. I knew you were the right person for the job. Well, keep up the good work. I've got nothing but high hopes for you, partner. Okay, so 10 different species of Pokemon. Let's see, what else is around here? That's another Pseudo-Wudo. I feel like there's a Pokemon down there through the bushes. Oh, it is! It's a Spinarak! That's the String Spit Pokemon Spinarak. Do you think it's trying to spin up a new web in the trees? You really do take great photos, partner. Have you tried turning your eyes upward, too? There may be Pokemon lurking up in the trees. Well, keep up the good work. Okay, so more than just the Spinarak, I assume. Alright, that's another Pseudo-Wudo. Let's see. Anything? Ooh, a Litwick! Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah. Alright. Just get closer to it. Litwick is a pretty tiny Pokemon. Not quite in center of the frame, but whatever, I'm not playing Pokemon Snap. The Koumo Pokemon Litwick. Seeing those little lights flowing in the dark is otherworldly, huh? You have a real eye for photography, partner. I bet you could even get great shots of Pokemon that refuse to sit still and always wander around. Alright, so that's 3. What else? That's another Spinarak. Let's see. What else is around here? Oh, Volbeat! Where'd it go? Dang it, it ran off. Oh well, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Pretty sure there's probably more than just 10 species of Pokemon. And I spy an Illumise. Hopefully that's good enough. The Firefly Pokemon Illumise. Word has it that it gets along real well with Volbeat. That's my partner for you. You know, I bet there could be Pokemon in caves nearby too. You probably snapped some shots. Caves, huh? Oh, hey, Volbeat! The Firefly Pokemon Volbeat. I bet that Illumise showed up just to be with it, huh? Got a real knack for this sort of thing. I bet getting those Pokemon that hang near the water in the northwest part of the forest would be a walk in the park for someone like you. Alright, so caves and northwest. Northwest would be this way. Alright, well we can head in that direction, see if we can find anything. And that is... what is that? Ooh, Hatena! The calm Pokemon Hatena, huh? Must feel right at home in a quiet forest like this. Nice, you've got some real fine work here. Oh, one tip from me, watch your footing when you get to that area with all the rocks. I tripped and nearly face planted in the dark. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep on going then. Another Spinarak. The water's over this way. Sure, we could probably find some Poliwag or Poliwhirl around here. Or Tynamo? I guess we can take a picture of some Tynamo. The Jellyfish Tynamo. You've got a real knack for this, spotting something so tiny. Getting all kinds of different Pokemon in your photos. It can be tricky, like with Ghost-type Pokemon. Snapping a photo of one before it disappears requires a quick shutter finger. Alright, 3 more. Hoothoot! Aww. Okay, well, at the very least, it stopped in the tree. Hey, you get back here, you! Huh? What do you mean it didn't contain any Pokemon? There was very clearly a Hoothoot! Got it. There, Hoothoot. The owl Pokemon Hoothoot. I've always wanted to get a shot of it switching the foot it stands on. They're getting real practice at catching Pokemon out and about their daily lives. Guess you can catch Pokemon up in the trees searching for their next meal. Okay, is there any other Pokemon that are near the water? That's just the Tynamo I got. Ooh, Lotad! Alright, let's get a picture of those Lotad. Got their backs towards me, but that's fine. Yeah, not looking for points. The waterweed Pokemon Lotad. Now that's the good life, just floating around like that. Just what I come to expect from my partner. Your photos really showcase good taste. Oh, did you hear that sound come from the northeast? Like thunder or something? Wonder if it could be an electric type Pokemon. Just one more Pokemon and your survey work will be complete. Keep it up, partner! Northeast, huh? That's another Spinarak. Well, I mean, I'm in the northwest, so if I head to the northeast... Oh, Seedot! Well, that would certainly finish it off. That's the acorn Pokemon Seedot, right? Pretty easy to mistake it for a berry or something. And with that, you've completed your survey! Well done, partner! Like how they were all, besides Sudowoodo was the tallest Pokemon out of all of that. Okay, so if we just compile the photos we both took, looks like we photographed every Pokemon known to appear in the forest when it's foggy. We did it! We really pulled it off! I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Now we just send all our data to the Pokemon Searcher and... Wait, I guess? It's supposed to take a little bit for all the data to be, processed. Or whatever. You know, the photos you took were all real good, partner. You've got an eye for this. So, Spill, what were you thinking about most when you were taking those photos? I mean, just capturing the Pokemon as they are, in their natural habitats. Trying to capture the Pokemon as they are. So you really wanted to show how the Pokemon live, pure and unadulterated, huh? I'm actually in a bit of a slump myself. Even a kid like you knows what a slump is, right? Like when nothing seems to go right for you. You might not believe it, but when I was younger, I was lauded as a photography prodigy. Everyone loved my photos. Absolutely everyone. These past few years, I feel like I've lost my spark. My photos show it. They lack heart. The awards have all dried up. The accolades, too. The longer it keeps dragging on, the more I lose sight of what it is I even want to capture with my photos. That's when I heard stories about the Bloodmoon beast. I left for Kitakami as fast as I could. I thought that if I could get a photo of an astounding Pokemon like that, then maybe, just maybe, something inside me would change. Well, it'll be okay. Slumps suck, but you can always pull yourself out of it. Just the right spark. Thanks, partner. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring the whole mood down with my problems. Oh, I guess the machine's done doing its thing. But that jingle... I get pretty sure that's the same one my dryer plays when it's done with its load. Too funny. Who decided to use that? Can you give anything a jingle now? Anyway, if we filter out all of our data... Looks like there's still one hit out there in the foggy woods. That's gotta be the Bloodmoon beast. Finally found it. This is it. You know, talking to you really helped me throw off some of that old tension. I think I'm ready to go meet the Bloodmoon beast. How about you, partner? You ready? Ready as I'm gonna be. Yes! Then we're off! Finally time to capture the Bloodmoon beast. On film, that is. Things start to look dicey. I'll be counting on you to handle the battling, partner. Leave it to me. You too, of course, Growlithe. Now then, let's get going. That hit we got on the Pokemon Searcher came from somewhere around here. It's awfully quiet. Whatever you do, don't let your guard down. This thing is like the legends you said. It's bound to be dangerous. Got it. Are those footsteps? Whatever's making them must be huge. red moon on its forehead! It's the Bloodmoon beast! It's real! We actually found it! Right, my camera. Now just be a good little beast and stay right there while I snap a photo. Sorry, the alt flash just... Growlithe, you ready? Sounds like that's a no. How about you, partner? Don't worry, I've got it covered. Sorry. Thanks. You've got this. Alright, now it's a battle with Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Ursaluna the Bloodmoon Beast. I bet we could very easily just finish this off. But let's try an aerial ace. Oh wow, that actually did not do a whole lot. This is great! I'm up and close to the action. Keep it going while I snap some shots. Bloodmoon. That's a new move. Oh god. Okay. Well, this could be far worse than I thought. Let's try an Iron Head. Can we flinch? Oh, that's not great. Okay, yeah, that is bad. Well, if it's like a regular Ursaluna, then maybe it's weak to fighting then. Should be part normal. Okay, yeah, definitely the way to go. I do not like that it is constantly using Calm Mind, though. That makes this infinitely more threatening. Okay, we'll use another superpower. Unfortunately, it is lowering my attack each time, which isn't good. Ooh, that's no expression. This is wonderful. There's so much good stuff to capture. I think there goes Cody. Yeah. With those Calm Minds, it's bound to be a special attack. But that's fine. That's fine. I got myself an ace. Von Karma. I don't know what type Bloodmoon is. If it's dark, if it's normal? Like just a weird form of Hyper Beam or something? Let's see. Dragon Dance I don't think is really going to be super helpful. And Clangorous Soul with 2 boosts? I think I'm just better off just using a close combat and hoping for the best. Oh yeah! Worked! The Bloodmoon Beast is weak! Now's your chance to catch it, partner! Alright, let's catch it in one of those new Ultra Balls we just got. And just like that, we caught ourselves Ursaluna. Ursaluna, the peat Pokemon. It crossed the sea and drifted ashore in a new land. Surviving in this place led it to take on a unique appearance and gain special powers. Let's do no. What exactly does it have? It is a ground normal type. Okay, that's interesting. Mind's Eye. The Pokemon ignores changes to the opponent's evasiveness. Its accuracy can't be lowered, and it can hit ghost types with normal and fighting type move. Okay, so let me get this straight. So it ignores things like minimize and double team. Interesting, yes. It ignores things like that. It also ignores sand attack or anything like that. So it's Keen Eye. And it also basically has a lock on it. Or Scrappy? I think Scrappy is the ability that allows normal and fighting type moves to hit ghosts. Unfortunately, I can't actually see what Bloodmoon does. No marks either, so that's a bit of a bummer. But we can check in on that in a bit. You okay, partner? I didn't seriously think you'd go toe-to-toe with the Bloodmoon beast, let alone catch it. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Growlithe, you've got to work on those nerves a bit, bud. Oh, poor Growlithe. But my heart's still beating a mile a minute. Oh, what a thrill. I just couldn't stop snapping shots of you battling the Bloodmoon beast. I bet you want to give your Pokemon a chance to rest and recover, though, huh, partner? Let's head back to camp for now. Packing up the old tent and calling it a day feels a bit sad, like the end of an adventure. I couldn't have done this without you, partner. Because of you, I finally feel like I have some photos here that I want to keep forever. It's been ages since I felt this way, seriously. And now that I'm motivated, it's time to write this feeling and seize the day. I'm headed back to the village this instant to get these photos developed. As we always say in the family, time wasted is lost. So I'm not wasting any more time. Let's meet again in Mosui. Wish it would just teleport me to Mosui, but whatever. Let's go ahead and check out Ursaluna. There it is. Level 70, so a bit on the lower level side for everything. Good in HP, special attack, and regular defense, and pretty good in special attack and speed. But bad in regular attack, which seems pretty appropriate. Alright, Bloodmoon. The user unleashes... Oh my god! The user unleashes a full brunt of spirit from a full moon that shines as red as blood. This move can't be used twice in a row. Interesting! That is also very powerful. That has Boom Burst type power. 140 plus 100 accuracy. The only downside is that you can't use it twice in a row. You've got Earth Power, Slash, and Calm Mind. What else does it know? Moonlight, Hammer Arm, Moonblast, Rest, Snore, Scary Face, Play Nice, Harden, Payback, Fierce Swipe, Scratch, Leer, Lick, and Headlong Rush? You smashes into target a full-blown tackle. This lowers the user's defense and special defense. Can't see how that could be helpful, considering its attack is crap. But maybe breeding purposes? Maybe. What is that? Oh, it's a Morgrem. Okay, well, we do need to catch up with Pirin over in Mosui. So why don't we go and do that and hopefully be at the end of our little side adventure. Also curiosity. Okay, yeah, my Pokemon are all healed up, so nothing to worry about there. So let's go ahead and meet up with her and bring this side quest to a close. I've been waiting for you to come by, partner. I managed to develop the photos I took of the Bloodmoon beast. Ooh, show me. Well, fact is that once I got them all printed out, I could see the photos I managed to get were all blurry or cut off or out of focus. They really aren't good enough to show anyone, not even you, partner. But still, of all the photos I've ever taken, I think they may be my favorites. I think I've gotten too caught up in my own head, worrying about framing or what judges might say, always thinking about what I ought to capture. But just capturing your subjects as they are, that's what photos should be. You taught me something important, partner. Thanks for that. That's right. Your name. I never even asked for your name, partner. Oh, I know that's awful of me after all you did to help, but mind teaching me your name? Yeah, my name is Destro. Destro, What's with that dark look? Don't want me to know your name or something? Well then, nice to officially meet you, Destro. Name's Piran. Photographer with a renewed love of photography. I can say that with pride now. And your reward. You've earned yourself a real choice reward for all the help you've been. Ha! Okay, well, we get a choice scarf, so that's neat, I guess. Oh, and this Growlithe of mine has a younger brother that really loves battling. I think he'll do a better job of raising it good and strong. Oh, sweet! We get a Hisuian Growlithe, too. Raise it to be real strong, okay? I think that about wraps it up. I did what I came here to do, so I guess I should hit the road. I'm afraid this is goodbye. But you know, Growlithe like these are known for living and working together in pairs. Even if they're separated for a while, I bet their paths might just cross again someday. So you raise that one with care in the meantime. We'll definitely meet again, I promise. And suddenly there's lightning. That's not ominous. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you pull off. I've got high hopes. So, bye for now, Destro. Until next time. Alright. So... the Growlithe, I assume, is... ah, there it is. Growlithe. It is level... does it say it's level 15? Oh dear goodness. Okay. Does it have a mark? It does not have a mark. Ember, Howl, Bite, and Flame Wheel. Cool. Out of curiosity's sake, is it in the Pokedex? It doesn't look like it is. Here, A to Z. Details? No. I've got regular Growlithe here. But not a... yeah, it should be in the up and down there. So no, it's not available there. So I guess Hisuian Growlithe just isn't... it might not be in Kitakami. Is it in Blueberry, maybe? Oh, not Grimer there. A to Z. No! Hisuian Growlithe just isn't in any of the Pokedexes. Which assumes Hisuian Arcanine also wouldn't be in any of the Pokedexes, which is a little bit of a shame, but whatever. Okay, but that will do it for us here. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. I'm actually kind of wondering, is Piran... I was told that there was a second part to this. I figured Piran would be in the outside of the academy. Maybe she's on the bridge somewhere? Anyway, we do have quite a bit of stuff that we need to try to still get done with. I mean, it could just be that she's either in the academy proper. Yeah, she's not on the bridge. So she's either in a classroom or she's somewhere in the terrarium. So that might stink trying to locate her. But we do have quite a bit of stuff to try to still manage to get. We've got getting all the legendary Pokemon snacks, or at least getting as much as we can. I think I was told that some of the Pokemon require, like, going to Union Square and doing stuff with other people. Which, yeah, that's not happening. But even still, we can try to get as many legendary Pokemon as we can get. And then it'll be pretty much just a matter of... oh, wow, she's just right here. Okay, well, cool. She's at the start of the terrarium. Don't need to worry about that then. Anyway, we can go ahead and take a little bit of a detour just so that way we can do something at least a little bit different. Not only that, I am going to need to... I'm going to need to head into a bunch of different raid dens. I'm definitely going to... Wait, what? Oh, it's pink. I thought I saw green on that Chansey. I honestly thought I think it might be the grass. So I thought that Chansey then had green in it. That's a Charmander. I think that's just a regular Chansey there. I am catching this Charmander. Because goodness knows it is very hard to try to find starters here. Alright. But anyway, I am going to need... Oh, wow, I needed a fire type anyway, so that was convenient. I'm going to need a lot of Pokemon. I'm going to need to go to the raid dens because I need a lot of candies to then level up all these additional Pokemon. So, definitely going to need that, but let's go ahead and see this Pokedex entry. Charmander, the lizard Pokemon. The flame on its tail shows the strength of its life force. Charmander is weak. The flame also burns weakly. Okay. So anyway, we are going to want to try and pick up 10 items, okay. We are going to want to do a bunch of BBQs because I do know that we're going to need a lot of... Oh, there's another Charmander there. Man, we... luckily or unluckily managed to avoid the Charmanders until now. But anyway, we still need a lot of different BBQs to do. Because, simply put, we need a lot, and I mean a lot of BP. From what I've heard, we need to do a lot of the different... Man, so many Charmanders around here. We need a lot of BP to bring in the coaches, and we also need to go bring in the coaches several different times. They do have unique items, and they even have, I think they have some Pokemon that they can give us if we bring them in a lot of different times. So if we can do that, that'll help us get through to unlocking more people, which is the main, definitely a big thing that we're going to want to try to do. As well as just simply... Freaking go, Cody. We're gonna need to just do that just so that way we can get more people there, we can talk to them, learn more about them, and unlock more coaches in general. Because apparently we unlock more coaches by simply getting the... I believe we need to get the Pokemon that they can give. So that's something that we're going to need to really focus on. But in order to bring in all those different people, we are going to need a lot of points. Gonna need a lot of BP, which means a lot of BBQs need to get done. So we'll be focusing on that. We can also try to focus on getting some more catching stuff done in the meantime. It'll be a little bit secondary just so I can do some steady progress. But chances are I'm going to need to do another big catching montage video. So look forward to another one of those in the near future. But I'm not going to do that immediately. I want to see what other stuff we can do before we need to go and do that. So we'll see what else we can accomplish in the meantime. And we'll see where we go from there. Until next time, everyone, take care.